Welcome to the X-Rated Motorsports page. I'm out here in the garage here. So you got Samara behind me here. If you watched my last video, you know that we had some things got to fix on Annabelle. So she's sitting here next to the Samara here and covered up for now until we get some of the parts in so we can get it fixed. While I'm waiting, I'm going to go ahead and do some stuff that needs to be done on this car. I've actually had Samara since like '97, so and while it's basically down to chassis, I'm gonna fix some stuff on it. I actually had this car, did car shows for a long time, and that's what's actually really comical. Not that I'm bagging anybody that does car shows, because there's definitely really nice cars, but what's really funny to me with the car show stuff is actually I'm going to show you what I'm going to be fixing that's been there since I've owned the car, and this car's won lots of trophies, big ones, small ones, third place, first place, you know, it's been like best car shows, all kinds of stuff. But we're going to be fixing some stuff in the floor pan that's always been in the car that no one's ever seen. I've always known it was there, but I've never really worried about it. It's where the seat braces go. It's kind of a spot where the floor pan does rust. But either way, now that I got it apart, I got some sheet metal here I'll show you, and I'm going to be cutting those sections out and fixing those. There's going to be some stuff in the firewall I'm going to be modifying over the course, not today, but anyways, I'm going to get you spun around here and I'll show you what I'm going to be working on. Okay guys, here we have Samara all shining and everything else. Alright, let me get you inside here. I pulled off some of these panels that the previous owner actually covered the car, and you can see right here is what we're going to be working on. You can see that it's actually got holes in the floor pan here, and then there's some spot right here, and this is on both sides. You can see the passenger side is also following the suit here of it. As you can see, the car is kind of taking a transformation. Like I said, we used to be a show car, and it's really not much of a show car anymore. It could be a show car, but I don't know. Racing the cars are just a lot more fun. Cost a hell of a lot more, but it's a lot more fun. You know, I think the reward is different when you really go out there and earn it, as opposed to just getting someone's opinion on your car. So, and again, I'm not bagging on anybody. I know everybody's got their different thing, but that's just from my personal outlook. For me personally, that's a better reward. But anyways, so I'm gonna get this stuff, like I said, measured, cut out. I'll show some of that stuff in the video, and then we'll get some final stuff. Basically, what I'm doing right now is I'm going through and cleaning a lot of the stuff off floor pan, adhesive, paint, old paint, sealer, all kinds of stuff that was in here when the car had carpet and everything in it. Plan is to get it all fixed, and then we'll put different body sealer in it where it needs to be, and then I'll get this floor pan all repainted and where it looks pretty nice. Probably won't even put carpet in it because, I mean, it's not going to be a show car. Right now, there's a lot of different plans. I'm going to see which one I go with. Right now I want to try to get the car running because it's been sitting a long time with this cage in it, and it's kind of, I feel like it's kind of a waste, so we don't want to continue on that path. So like I said before in the last video, hopefully I can get this done sometime this summer, at least get the car running. It may be a nitrous car by the time I'm done, I'm not really sure, but either way, we're gotta start somewhere, and I'm gonna start by fixing this floor pan. Like I said, there's some spots in the firewall, which there'll be videos on that when I fix that all in, and then yeah, just keep working on it. And then again, like I said, there'll be some other videos coming up with, you know, Annabelle once we start getting some of the parts in for the rear end on it, and because Annabelle's basically had a pretty good run this season, and I think with these modifications I'm going to make this winter, it should be a very competitive car next year. So we're going to try to keep it simple on that, so that way I can spend the time and get this one running. And yeah, so make sure you keep following along. But let's get started. I'm gonna get started on this first, and then we'll go from there. Okay guys, so after doing some measurement, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut a 5-inch piece, because I actually have plenty. So we're gonna pretty much cut it right here and follow this here line all the way through, and then follow it here, and we'll cut it right around here somewhere in this tunnel, because these divots are actually put in there like for seat brackets that used to be in there, and it's no longer there. Once I cut this out, you'll see exactly why, because there's actually chassis stuff, part of this cage underneath there. But anyways, basically I'm going to cut this out here, or right here along somewhere around this line pretty close, and then right here, so just a nice square piece, and then that'll leave me plenty extra to do this spot. Basically I'm looking at a 5x16 here and a 4x4 here, so I mean we'll get all this stuff filled in and keep on going. Alright, as you've seen, cut out the section, the bad section, the cancered section, if you will, of the floor pan. That leaves me with this part right here. And you can see actually, this is what I was talking about. So this is actually part of the roll cage. It's actually built into the, well, it's all built in basically, and hidden underneath. Anyways, we'll get that sanded down, painted up a little bit. I'm gonna get all this cleaned up, get the edges of this cleaned up, and the new piece will basically go right on top here. Obviously it's gonna take a little shaping first, but this is just the new piece here. So I'll get that all tacked in there, and then welded some lines in it after it's all bent and put in shape, and put a new body sealer in there, and that section will be good to go. Okay guys, you can see here we got a panel in there. Got it just basically tacked in the spot. Basically, like I said, just caking out the bad stuff and then filling in the new stuff. So it's not perfect, not yet anyways. Well, it ain't gonna be perfect anyways, but we'll get some of this stuff, some of these edges hammered down here a little more, and then finish welding it, and then yeah, keep going on this thing. We'll put, like I said, like a body sealer on it, and that'll seal this panel. So I'm going to do the same thing on the passenger side, and then fix the two corners and stuff, and yeah, then this part of it will be complete. So you can see, it's a couple days later, got the sealer put on the patch spots there on the floor pan. Let that dry. So now I'm going to finish cleaning all the floor pans up and stuff, and then we'll basically get a sealer coat brushed on through the whole floor pan and then put some paint on it, and I'll be done working on the floor pans. But just wanted to wrap this up, and that pretty much completes this part of the project as far as fixing the floor pans. So stick around. Like I said, we'll be working on some stuff on the firewall. Something I didn't do with Annabelle was basically from the ground up type videos type stuff. It was already built by the time we started the YouTube channel. So hopefully I can cover this a little better with Samara this time around. But make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, comment, give us a like, dislike. Either way, let us know what you want to see more of. But we appreciate you following, and hope you guys find some of this stuff interesting. Till next time, we'll see you then.